Hello, my friends. This is Dr. John Smith, and welcome back to Longevity Life. Let me ask you something right now. Where are you tuning in from? Are you sitting in your kitchen, maybe sipping on a warm cup of tea? Or are you listening while taking your morning walk around the neighborhood? Wherever you are, I am truly glad we get to spend this moment together. Because today, we are going to have a real heart-to-heart conversation, not about medicine or prescriptions, but about something that lives in nearly every home in America: the cooking oil sitting on your counter. Now let me ask you a simple question. How many of you have olive oil in your kitchen right now? Go ahead, raise your hand. Even if I cannot see you, I can feel it. For years, olive oil has been called liquid gold by the media. Magazines, blogs, even doctors have praised it as the healthiest oil on earth. But what if I told you there is more to the story? What if I told you that for many older adults, especially folks over the age of 60, olive oil might not be the best choice for daily cooking? Now, before you throw your bottle of extra virgin across the room, hold on. I'm not here to scare you. I am here to equip you with facts, stories, and simple actions you can take today that could protect your heart, support your brain, ease inflammation in your joints, and even improve your skin. In this episode of Longevity Life, I am going to walk you through why olive oil is still a good oil, but not always the best one, depending on how you use it. Which other oils you should consider adding into your kitchen rotation, especially if you cook with heat. How to identify the safest, healthiest oils for your body as you age using real science, not marketing hype. And yes, I will also introduce you to one that most Americans over 50 have never tried but absolutely should. So if you have ever wondered, am I using the right cooking oil? Is olive oil really helping me age better? What oil is best for my brain and my heart as I get older? Then you are in exactly the right place, my friend. Now I want you to do something for me before we get rolling. In the comments, tell me, what cooking oil do you use most often? Just one word is fine: olive, avocado, canola, butter, coconut. I read every comment and it helps me know where we are all starting from. Because trust me, by the end of this video, you may want to switch things up a bit. All right, take a deep breath. Let's dive in. Now let us talk about what is really going on, especially for those of us in our golden years. You see, for the past 2 decades, olive oil has earned a reputation as the gold standard of healthy fats. And to be fair, it has its merits. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, contains antioxidants like polyphenols, and has been linked to reduced heart disease in Mediterranean populations. Sounds perfect, right? But here is where the problem starts. Most Americans are using olive oil the wrong way, and because of that, they are not getting the health benefits they were promised. In some cases, they might even be doing harm without realizing it. Let me explain. As we get older, especially after age 60, our bodies change. Our metabolism slows down, inflammation builds up faster, and our ability to process certain nutrients becomes less efficient. This is why what you eat, and more importantly, how you prepare your food, matters more than ever. And cooking oil, that is right at the center of it all. See, the average American over 50 consumes more than 10 tablespoons of added oil every day, often without even noticing. From salad dressings to pan-fried veggies, from scrambled eggs to baked chicken, oil is everywhere. But here is the kicker: not all oils behave the same in your body, especially not after you heat them. When olive oil is exposed to high temperatures, especially over 375 degrees Fahrenheit, its antioxidants start to break down. It begins to oxidize, releasing harmful compounds that can cause inflammation and even cellular damage in the body. And if you are using it to stir-fry, roast, or grill like many of us do, that bottle of liquid gold might be turning into a pro-aging weapon without you knowing. And yet, most Americans still believe they are making the best choice. Now let me ask you, have you ever bought a bottle of extra virgin olive oil, proudly poured it into a hot skillet, and felt good about your healthy choice? If you have, no judgment. You are not alone. I used to do it myself. But here is what I learned and what I want to pass on to you today. The problem is not olive oil itself. The problem is misunderstanding how, when, and where to use it. You would not pour orange juice into your gas tank and expect your car to run, would you? Same goes with olive oil. It has a specific purpose. It shines when used cold, like on a salad, or gently drizzled over warm vegetables after cooking. But once you crank up that burner, you might be better off using something else, especially if you want to protect your heart, your brain, your joints, and your skin. Now, another thing we need to talk about is the balance of fats in the typical American diet. Most people, especially those over 60, are eating far too many omega-6 fats from processed vegetable oils and not enough omega-3 fats that reduce inflammation and support cognitive health. And guess what? Olive oil does not contain much omega-3. That is where other oils like flaxseed, walnut, or even avocado oil can make a big difference. Because here is the truth, no one tells you healthy aging is not just about avoiding bad fats. It is about choosing the right ones for the right purpose. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a quick note in the comments. What oil do you usually cook with? And have you ever thought about its temperature limit or omega content? Your story might just help someone else watching this today. In just a moment, we are going to break down the actual science behind different cooking oils, how they behave under heat, which ones support longevity, and which ones might be silently sabotaging your health goals. All right, now let us dig into the science. But do not worry, I will keep it simple and clear. We are not in chemistry class. We are in your kitchen where real health begins. To understand why not all oils are equal, we need to talk about 3 key things. 1. The types of fat inside the oil. 2. How the oil reacts to heat. And 3. How your body processes it, especially as you age. Let us start with the fats themselves. Every oil, whether it is olive, canola, avocado, or coconut, is made up of a mix of fatty acids. These include saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, and polyunsaturated fats. Each type behaves differently in your body. Saturated fats, the kind found in butter, lard, and coconut oil, are solid at room temperature. They tend to raise LDL cholesterol, which can increase your risk for heart disease if consumed in excess. Monounsaturated fats like those found in olive oil and avocado oil are generally considered heart healthy. They help reduce inflammation and may improve blood sugar control. Polyunsaturated fats include omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, both of which are essential, meaning your body cannot make them on its own. But here's the catch: most Americans get way too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3. That imbalance, especially in folks over 50, is linked to increased inflammation, joint pain, brain fog, and even chronic illness. Now let us talk about heat. Every oil has a smoke point, the temperature at which it starts to break down and release toxic compounds into your food and the air. When that happens, not only do you lose the oil's nutrients, but you may also create harmful substances like acrolein and trans fats, which can damage your cells and speed up aging. Here are a few key smoke points to remember: extra virgin olive oil about 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Avocado oil up to 520 degrees Fahrenheit. Canola oil around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Flaxseed oil under 325 degrees Fahrenheit, not for cooking. Butter around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Ghee clarified butter 485 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you are roasting vegetables at 425 degrees Fahrenheit and using olive oil, you are likely breaking it down and losing its health benefits. That is why I recommend using olive oil for cold dishes like salads or after cooking. If you want to sauté or stir-fry, avocado oil or ghee is a better option. They hold up well under heat and still offer healthy fats. Now let us bring this back to the big picture: your longevity. Your brain is made up of nearly 60% fat. Your cells are surrounded by fatty membranes. Your hormones, including estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, are built from fat. This means the type of fat you eat literally becomes part of you. If you are consuming oils that are oxidized, processed at high temperatures, or rich in omega-6, without enough omega-3 to balance it out, you are laying the foundation for inflammation, insulin resistance, cognitive decline, and heart trouble. But if you choose oils that are clean, unrefined, rich in monounsaturated fats and omega-3s, you are feeding your body with the raw materials it needs to stay sharp, mobile, and resilient. Now let us talk about labels, because not all olive oil is created equal. Here is what to look for when buying oil. Number 1, stick to extra virgin. This means it was cold pressed and minimally processed. Number 2, look for a harvest date, not just a best by date. The fresher, the better. Number 3, choose dark glass bottles to protect the oil from light damage. Number 4, buy from single origin producers when possible, not blended from multiple countries. Number 5, if it is certified by California Olive Oil Council (COC) or has a European PDO label, that is a good sign of quality. And remember, even the best olive oil in the world can become toxic if used improperly. So the big takeaway here is this: match your oil to your cooking method. If you are using high heat, switch to avocado oil. If you are dressing a salad, then olive oil is still a great choice. By doing that, you give your body the right fats in the right way to support a longer, stronger life. We are going to tie all of this together in a real-life story, next one that shows exactly how this works in the real world. And if you are still with me, type "good fats" in the comments. It helps the video reach others who may really need this message. Let me tell you about someone I think you might relate to. His name is Harold. He is 72 years old, lives just outside Phoenix, Arizona, and spent most of his life working as an electrician. Big hands, bigger heart. Harold is the kind of man who still calls his wife darling, and he will not touch a meal unless there is a slice of bread on the side. Now, Harold is a guy who reads, he pays attention. He had heard about the Mediterranean diet and how good olive oil was for the heart, so a few years back he made the switch. He stopped using butter, tossed out the vegetable oil, and started using extra virgin olive oil for just about everything. Scrambled eggs, olive oil, pancakes, olive oil on the pan, roasting potatoes, you guessed it, olive oil. He felt good about it, like he was doing something right for his heart. But about a year ago, Harold came to see me. He had started experiencing joint pain, especially in his knees and elbows. His energy was lower, and the labs from his physical showed some mild liver inflammation, a creeping blood pressure, and to his surprise, elevated LDL cholesterol. He looked at me confused. "But doc, I cook everything with olive oil. I thought I was doing the healthy thing." And that is where we had to have the talk. Not about throwing away olive oil, but about how it was being used. You see, Harold loved to roast and pan fry. He would crank up that oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit to get his potatoes crispy. He would sizzle eggs and sausages in a smoking pan first thing in the morning. He was heating that olive oil past its smoke point almost daily, breaking down its good fats and creating oxidized compounds that weren't doing his body any favors. So we worked together to make a few simple changes. First, I had him switch to avocado oil for cooking, high smoke point, clean, neutral flavor. Then I asked him to save his extra virgin olive oil for salads or for drizzling over steamed veggies after they were cooked. And because Harold is a guy who follows through, he gave it an honest try. 3 months later, he came back. The joint pain, much better. His energy more steady, he said. His labs, LDL cholesterol dropped 10 points and markers for inflammation came down too. Now, I am not saying avocado oil cured all of Harold's problems, but I am saying this small, smart changes can add up, especially when you are past 60. The foods we cook with every day, the oils we splash into a pan without thinking, they have a compound effect over months and years. And when we learn to match our tools to the job, the right oil for the right dish, we give our bodies a better chance to heal, thrive, and age well. You know, Harold told me something I will never forget. He said, "Doc, I used to think that being healthy meant cutting out the bad stuff. Now I realize it is also about knowing how to use the good stuff the right way. I think there is a lot of wisdom in that. And if you are sitting there thinking, maybe I have been using my oils the wrong way too, you are not alone. I've got some simple steps you can take starting today. We are going to cover that next. But first, if Harold's story reminded you of someone you love, maybe a parent or a friend who still cooks the way they did 30 years ago, send them this video. It might be the nudge they need. And if you are Harold, you are in the right place. Now let us get practical. Because knowing the truth about cooking oils is only half the battle. The real win comes when we apply it to our daily lives. So what can you do today, not next year, not next month, to protect your health and support healthy aging through smarter oil choices? Let me walk you through 5 steps that I recommend to my own patients over 60 years old. These steps are safe, simple, and they can make a real difference in how you feel and function. Step number 1, use avocado oil for high heat cooking. Avocado oil has one of the highest smoke points, up to 520 degrees Fahrenheit. That means you can safely use it for stir-frying vegetables, roasting in the oven, pan-searing meat or fish. It is neutral in flavor, so it will not overpower your dishes. And here is the real win. It is rich in monounsaturated fats, which support heart health and help reduce inflammation. Tip: look for cold-pressed or extra virgin avocado oil in a dark glass bottle. Store it away from heat and light. Step number 2, Save extra virgin olive oil for cold use or finishing dishes. This oil still deserves a place in your kitchen, just not on a hot frying pan. Use olive oil for homemade salad dressings, drizzling over steamed veggies, adding flavor to soups after they are done cooking, dipping whole grain bread. This way you preserve the antioxidants and polyphenols that make olive oil so beneficial. Warning: if you see smoke when using olive oil, the heat is too high. That means it is time to switch to a more heat-tolerant oil. Step number 3. Add omega-3 rich oils to your weekly routine. Most Americans, especially those over 50, are deficient in omega-3 fatty acids. These fats reduce inflammation, support brain health, and protect against age-related conditions like heart disease and cognitive decline. Best sources include flaxseed oil use in smoothies or oatmeal, never heated. Walnut oil, great for cold salads or drizzling. Fish oil supplements, choose high-quality third-party tested brands. Algae oil, a vegan alternative to fish oil rich in DHA and EPA. Reminder: do not cook with flaxseed or walnut oil. Their smoke points are too low and they break down easily under heat. Step number 4. Eliminate inflammatory oils from your pantry. This one is hard for many people because these oils are cheap, common, and everywhere. I am talking about soybean oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, vegetable oil blends, margarine or shortening. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which when consumed in excess contribute to chronic inflammation. That inflammation is linked to arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. Action step: check the labels in your pantry. If the first ingredient is soybean or corn oil, consider switching it out. Step number 5. Rotate your oils and keep portions in check. Even healthy oils should be used in moderation. Remember, 1 tablespoon of any oil has about 120 calories. And since most of us are not training for a marathon, it is easy to overdo it. Try this rotation: avocado oil for cooking, olive oil for flavor and finishing, flaxseed or walnut oil for omega-3 boost, ghee clarified butter once or twice a week for flavor and nutrient absorption. And always store your oils away from light and heat to prevent oxidation. Bonus: know how your body feels with each oil. Here is something most people overlook. Your body will tell you what it likes. After switching oils, many of my older patients report less bloating and gas, smoother digestion, less joint stiffness, more steady energy, improved skin hydration. You do not need a lab test to know if your body is thriving. Just tune in to how you feel after a meal. That is your best lab. Let us wrap this section up with a quick checklist. Feel free to pause and write this down, or check the video description where I have added it for you. Replace soybean and corn oil with avocado oil. Use olive oil only at room temperature or after cooking. Add flaxseed or walnut oil to smoothies or salads. Avoid margarine, shortening, and vegetable oil blends. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 tablespoons of oil per meal. Store oils in dark, cool places, never near the stove. And if you are wondering how to shop for these, do not worry. In the next video, I will walk you through my favorite brands and how to read oil labels like a pro. But for now, I want you to remember this. Every meal is a chance to either feed inflammation or fight it. The oils you use and how you use them are one of the most powerful tools you have to live longer, feel better, and protect the body you have worked hard to maintain. If you are planning to make one small change after this video, type "try" in the comments. I want to cheer you on. And stay with me, because in our final section I will wrap up everything we learned and share what video you should watch next if you are serious about eating for longevity. So let us bring it all home. You started this video thinking olive oil was the healthiest, and in many ways it still is. But like everything in life, context matters. Yes, olive oil is packed with antioxidants and heart-healthy fats. But if you are heating it past its smoke point every day, especially if you are over 60, you may be turning a good thing into something harmful. Today we learned why not all oils are created equal, how smoke points affect your health, which oils support your brain, joints, and heart, and most importantly, how to use them the right way in your daily routine. If this video taught you something new or gave you one aha moment, I want you to do 2 things. Number 1, tap the like button. It helps this video reach more seniors who need to hear this. Number 2, leave a comment below and tell me what oil are you using right now and what are you going to change after today. Your answers help me guide future videos just like this one. And speaking of what comes next, if you are serious about eating for longevity, do not stop here. In our next video, we are going deeper into the 7 foods that quiet inflammation backed by science. You will learn which everyday foods help calm your immune system, protect your memory, and reduce pain naturally. That video is coming this Sunday, so make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. You will not want to miss it. And hey, if you're watching this and thinking, why did no one tell me this when I turned 60? You're not alone. That is exactly why we created this channel. Here at Longevity Life, we believe that aging should be empowered, not feared. You deserve simple science-backed tools to live stronger longer and with more joy. I am Dr. John Smith, and I am honored to be on this journey with you. Thank you for watching, thank you for learning, and thank you for sharing your time with me today. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, and keep choosing the small things that add up to a long, vibrant life.